All right. Here on our news, it says this recent Bank of America's action puts XRP in the spotlight. And that's coming from our news source, Times Tabloid. Now, why is Bank of America's massive new upgrade suddenly lighting up the global crypto radar? While everyday retail traders are staring blankly at minor green and red daily candles, a structural earthquake just hit the institutional banking sector. Bank of America has officially announced the launch of a massive cross-border real-time payments service set to change how money moves worldwide. Now, why should anyone holding digital assets care about a traditional banking giant upgrading its software? Because this isn't just an isolated technology refresh. Bank of America happens to be an active, documented partner of Ripple. The implications of this infrastructure alignment are sending shockwaves through the financial landscape, pointing a massive spotlight directly at XRP. Now, is this a secret XRP signal or just a standard tech upgrade? When looking closely at the announcement, Bank of America is rolling out a system designed to let commercial, corporate, and institutional clients send and receive international funds instantly. This new service is fully integrated into SWIFT and their flagship corporate platform, CashPro. Right? CashPro. It is specifically optimized to handle high volume, low value international flows like gig worker payouts and e-commerce vendor settlements. In my opinion, I find the timing of this announcement absolutely fascinating. In the world of institutional finance, coincidences rarely exist. When a top-tier global bank with roughly 70 million consumer and small business clients builds out an advanced network designed for instant, real-time cross-border settlements, they are actively hunting for unmatched transaction efficiency. Because Bank of America is already an established name on Ripple's partner list, they aren't just speculating on faster settlement technology. They are already built the exact infrastructure required to tap directly into XRP-powered rails. Now, are Ripple and SWIFT actually fighting or cooperating? For years, a popular narrative across online forums claims that Ripple would completely destroy and replace SWIFT. The mainstream perspective always framed it as a brutal winner-take-all battle between the old guard and the new Internet of Value. However, the data surrounding this recent Bank of America upgrade paints an entirely different picture of the global financial system. From my vantage point, watching these macro trends play out, the common idea of either or war between SWIFT and Ripple is fundamentally flawed. The financial sector is not turning its back on legacy communication channels. Instead, we are watching the rise of highly sophisticated hybrid payment models. Major financial institutions are choosing to use both systems simultaneously. They keep their universal SWIFT connectivity for broad reach while using Ripple's lightning-fast ledger for specific high-volume payment corridors. This isn't a hostile takeover. It's a seamless architectural integration where the interledger protocol links existing bank ledgers without demanding the institutions throw away their current systems. Now, can CashPro turn XRP into the ultimate institutional tool? Right, the real magic of Bank of America's move lies in its digital banking platform, CashPro, which is currently utilized by over 40,000 corporate companies globally. By introducing immediate cross-border tracking and removing traditional intermediary fees, Bank of America is moving its massive global treasury network directly into the territory of real-time settlement speeds. In my opinion, this is where the true narrative for XRP begins to clear up. When you look at high-volume international payment corridors, competitive survival relies entirely on speed and cost reduction. Ripple delivers settlement in a roughly 3 to 5 seconds, with a transactional cost that sits well below a single percent. When a massive system like CashPro opens the doors to instant global transfers, the demand for on-demand liquidity skyrockets. Banks cannot afford to leave billions of dollars parked in foreign vaults just to fund instant payments. The old model is highly inefficient. XRP is built to solve this exact problem by serving as a bridge currency, providing immediate liquidity right when a transaction occurs, without forcing a bank to hold massive balances of foreign fiat. Alright, now, how do the dots connect in this global infrastructure play? The broader connection was recently pushed into the limelight by a widely discussed post on X from crypto researcher Smoke. The post highlighted that the Bank of America isn't just an isolated client. It stands prominently alongside more than 500 financial institutions on Ripple's network. In my opinion, when a market observer connects the dots on this documentation, the picture becomes incredibly sharp. Bank of America is building a highly advanced real-time international payment rails at the exact same time it maintains an active partnership with Ripple. This isn't a random guess about what might happen in the future. The infrastructure is aligning in real time. Corporations that transition to these modern networks immediately unlock massive advantages in cash flow management and operational cost cuts. Bank of America is building the bridge, and the bridge is designed to fit perfectly with the speed and utility of the XRP ledger. Alright, and now, finally, for our ultimate conclusion, Bank of America's leap into instant cross-border payments changes the entire conversation around digital asset utility. The financial world is moving incredibly fast toward absolute immediacy, driven by the expanding global gig economy and real-time cross-border commerce. Ultimately, this development proves the traditional financial institutions do not need to dismantle their legacy systems to participate in the future of digital finance. By adopting a hybrid architecture that blends the communication reach of SWIFT with the modern efficiency of real-time networks, global banks are positioning themselves right at the edge of the Internet of Value. As these giant institutional pipelines go live, the structural demand for frictionless, low-cost bridge assets becomes completely undeniable. The rails are being laid down by the largest names in banking, and the path for high-utility settlement tools like XRP has never looked more clear. Alright, and this finally ends our video. Thank you very much for watching, and see you on the next one, or you might just as well check this next recommended video right here on our screen.